Well, I thought it was a very competitive match. You know, Pitt's a great opponent, and you know, when we lost the first game, it was clear that they were better prepared to play at the onset than we were. But I thought we steadied out. We played together well, and we had three people with double-digit kills that gave us the balance that we needed at that point in time. But it's it's not the old Pitt Penn State thing in the old days when they were all Eastern counterparts. They're in a different conference. We're in a different conference. We play in the spring. You know, it's a friendly rivalry, but it was a good match, and they played very well and should be congratulated on a great season. And we're excited about the opportunity to advance and play another weekend. Thank you.
Any questions?
Well, it's a tough crowd because everybody's watching the football game, but we're appreciative of the fans that were here, and Pitt had a great following. So we're appreciative of the opportunity to host. It's never a given, and the university has to get involved in making a bid, and we're appreciative of that, and we're certainly appreciative of the people that came out and supported our team tonight and supported all the teams yesterday night.
Regarding that first set tonight, with the ease of with which you guys took the game last night, do you think you came into this game a little underprepared?
No, I mean it's Pitt. We've played Pitt the last 2 or 3 springs, and it's always very competitive. And I've been here a long time, so I've seen lots of Pitt programs and coaches and administrations, and they're a proud university with a great staff, and the players play hard, and we like playing them in the spring. It's good for both teams. There's not a lot of competition everywhere, so it's been very positive to do that. But in a match like this, there's a lot more pressure, and both teams have newcomers that didn't play last spring. So I was their outside hitter's a great player. So it was good. It was a good match. I mean, that's it's tough when someone's season ends. It's part of the game, and been doing it for 40 years. So I've seen a lot of seasons, a lot of games, and we're appreciative of the opportunity to move on and see if we can play well on the road.
Is there anything that turned on your block in the last couple sets?
Well, I mean, they played a great first game. I mean, they hit 560 in the first game, so it wasn't that we weren't blocking. We couldn't score ourselves. I mean, neither team had a lot of errors. I think we maybe had one more error than them in the first game. It was just we were down big early, so I don't think it's a blocking thing. It's both teams have different strengths and weaknesses, and sometimes they're involved in rotational exposures. But Pitt's had a great season. They're doing really well. They beat a couple teams that beat us, so we knew that they were a great opponent. I'm from Chicago. I've been here for 40 years. I don't have that Pitt-Penn State animosity, So I mean, I respect Pitt. I've known a lot of coaches and people that have been there, so I don't have that thing that used to exist in the old days that everybody would talk about. I don't go there.
What do you think of how their setter played throughout the weekend?
Well, I mean, she's a terrific player. I mean, they wouldn't have had the success they've had this year without the quality of her play. I mean, She's short, but she's big on skill and moxie, and she's a terrific leader, and they've got a great system, and you know, I think she's a really fine player.
What do you think went wrong in the first set, and how did your team turn it around in the second, third, fourth sets?
Well, part of it is we didn't go crazy with losing the first game. I mean, Pitt's good, so it's hard to win 3-0 all the time, and you know, they do some things really well, and we needed to be a little better in some areas. We didn't hit for a very good efficiency in the first game, and they hit for a really high one. So in the second game, you know, we were a little better, and they cooled off significantly. So you know, it's two good teams battling. That's what it is. You know, that's what happens in the NCAA's. So, you know, I think the players, you know, talk to the players. It's, you know, they're the ones that played.
Kendall, this was your introduction to NCAA tournament. Was it what you expected? Did you have fun? What was it?
I mean, yeah, I had fun, of course, but I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I had fun.
What was it? What you expected? Was it tougher competition?
No, it's exactly what I expected. I mean, we prepared for every team, like we do throughout the entire season. It's exactly what I expected it to be. It's just like any other game, except for just a little bit more pressure, and a little bit more pressure, I think, helps us play better, because we know, like, that was our last game in rec hall today, and, like, for this season, and, like, we wanted to play it for our seniors, wanted to play it for each other. We really focused on, like, teamwork, and that was really awesome. So, went how I wanted it to.
Good answer.
Thank you.
Maybe can you comment on the way you guys blocked today and the way you were seeing things, especially with the second half of the match?
Yeah, I think started the first match, we were all a little bit high on our block, and then we came out of that halfway point, and we made the adjustment to be a lot lower, because Pitt's contact point is low and really strong and very aggressive. So if we just bring the contact point down on our blocks and just make sure that we're low and over, that was the big adjustment that we made, and it worked. We were getting touches more, we were having a more efficient time, not only getting to the block, but closing that low seam, and we just made that adjustment to not be as high as we needed to be, and I think it really worked.
Any other questions? All right.
You didn't wait a second. What about Frankie? No, Allie, what did you think about today's match?
Franny, I would love to hear it.
No, there was no questions.
I mean, yeah, I think I'd like to know, what did you think out there? You know?
I thought it was pretty intense out there. You know, Pitt gave us a good run, and I just thought we were very fired up to play against them. But we're very excited to advance. Obviously, it's an awesome experience for our program, and can't wait for our next match.